Hello, welcome to Christ Center Gamer's latest unboxing of something I have not reviewed in many years. This is my first mousepad review since I reviewed the Mionix maybe 6 years ago, something like that. It was a long time ago. Actually, maybe it was even longer, 2014. I don't know. Could be 10 years. I used this mousepad, loved it, bought a second one after the first one got worn out, and used it up. And I finally retired it not too long ago because a friend of ours gave us a free Razer Giganticus V2, which happens to be the same dimension and fits the same on my desk. And then I had the opportunity to get this to review. So let us check out this Corsair MM500 V2. So a little inside baseball. When you request something to review, you do not always get to pick the size and shape. They pick that based on their availability. So unfortunately for me, this one is not the size that my desk needs, but that's okay. Let's see what it can do. I'm sure it's still a great way to evaluate the mouse pad. So this one is 930 millimeters by 300 millimeters by 3 millimeters. So 3 millimeters is a pretty thick mouse pad. 300 millimeters is about 10 inches deep. So it's not super deep, probably about as deep as this box, but pretty long. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, I'm used to this size, right? So I use I guess it'd be 20 inch by 20 inch square, something like that. That's what my desk is optimized for. But that doesn't mean this won't be able to be useful. After all, this is certainly useful for shallow gaming setups. Like if you have a monitor and then your keyboard right there, this could be great for that. You just put your keyboard on top of the mouse pad along with your mouse, and there you go. Or if that's the size I think it is anyway. All right, so here's the inside of the box. There you go. Okay, so one thing I already like about this mouse pad is it has knitted edges. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but it has knitted edges. See, I do not like this, how it does not have knitted edges. It's just foam with stuff on top. Eventually, this will start to peel, hopefully not anytime soon. But that's one thing I did like about the Mionix is it also had knitted edges, you can see. But again, that one's old and it served me well for a long time, but it's time to retire it. So here we go. So this is just the box and the mouse pad. Not too amazing. It does have, appears to have a rubber back for grippy back and a nice smooth soft front. Doesn't seem super thick as far as material goes. It's actually kind of funny because I bought for myself an MM200 probably 10 years ago. I don't know, a while ago. And this one was of the smaller size, has their old logo on it, has a similar kind of rubber back, does not have stitched edges, and it's only probably 2 millimeters thick instead of 3. It's real thin. It's gonna. I know it's sometimes hard for camera to show that off, but here's the difference right here. And so yeah, this is my old mouse pad. I use this whenever I travel. It would always come with me to my laptop. Worked real good. No complaints about it. Because I always use it for laptop, I haven't used it nearly as much as my desktop ones because I don't use my laptop as often. But this, as you can see, oh, got a warranty guide on the inside. So you can see this is a quite large mouse pad. It's almost as big as this full table. And I had to put it on the table and I got hairs on it already. I need to get a lint roller. Anyhow, so you got the new Corsair logo here. It is a very large mouse pad width-wise. Depth-wise, it's a bit on the, it's a standard size. So I guess you could say here's the old Corsair. It's about the same depth as that one, but it could hold 3 of them lengthwise. 1, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4. Whereas these guys, these larger mouse pads are taller, right? So oh, you can't see that on the screen. I'm gonna have to move my microphone. Okay, so you can see here that it's taller, but not nearly as wide. So it's a very nice mouse pad, or if I rotate it, I can see that it's just a little bit taller, about, I don't know, 3 more inches that way. but then still quite a bit longer, at least twice as long. So yeah, this is a pretty neat mouse mat. It's great for, like I said, horizontal setups. If I were to, my son would probably really like this mouse pad because it would fit well for his desk. Um, and yeah, because he has his monitor here, his keyboard here, and then his mouse here. So for that kind of layout, this is a great mouse pad. And we'll have to see if I can make it work on my desk. I hope I can because it's actually really nice. You know, it's got a very fine texture, kind of a soft, almost like a, no, it's hard to explain, but so this mouse pad here has a clear, it's a kind of a shinier, softer, like a smoother feel. And you can feel, it does have some resistance when I use this mouse on it. But it has like a grainy texture. You can see like little lines. Uh, that's the old Corsair MM500, which I've been using, like I said, for many years. This Meonix, which I have to retire, has a very smooth surface, somewhat like this one as well, but it's old and it's kind of shiny. So it actually has more resistance, surprisingly enough, than the MM200 did. Yeah, this thing. I mean, I got paint on it. You can tell I used this for a long time. So here's the Razer Giganticus 2, which is, I believe, also 3 millimeters thick. I do like this one. Actually, the material is kind of similar. It's not exactly the same, but it has a lot in common. I've been using this for about a month until I heard about the Corsair being available to review. And it's a little bit different material, but it's pretty similar. It's nice. I do like it. It's got their branding on it, which you kind of expect. But it's not a bad mouse pad. And now this Corsair. So, okay, this is a higher resistance mouse pad. So if you want a high speed mouse pad, one of these other ones might work better. This one has a higher resistance, which means higher control. So sometimes it's good. Like for a heavier mouse, you probably want a smoother mouse pad. This is just my thoughts on it. For a lighter mouse, which are becoming more and more popular, you might want a heavier mouse pad, which can stop you on a dime. I have a 50-gram mouse downstairs that I've been using, and this could be a good match for that. So yeah, I'll have to give this a lot of time and give it a try. Hopefully you appreciate my first impressions of the Corsair MM500 mousepad and in comparison with these other ones. It's a very smooth surface, but it has a remarkable amount of resistance against the mouse. It doesn't it doesn't want to glide like, it's higher friction. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, I guess that's it. One thing I do like about Corsair mice is how easily they roll up and they go right back in the box. Because I like to keep my MM200 in its original packaging, as you saw, and so that way I can just keep it in my laptop bag. And this one can be used the same way. See, right back, right in the box, and it goes right back in real easily. It's a very high quality. It seems like the threading is really nice. Yeah, they call this a hybrid cloth. So I guess this hybrid woven cloth, kind of a middle ground between slick and super high control. Let's see what it says. I'll actually show you this real quick so you can see there the marketing text right there. High density hybrid woven cloth enables fast and precise movements. Yeah, so the smoother ones are less precise, and that's what this is. Durable anti-fray stitched edges, great. Non-slip firm rubber, natural rubber base stays securely in place. And a resilient spill-proof coating protects your playing surface. That's really important. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video of the Corsair MM500. Take care. God bless.